As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 3 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's Word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoyed the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher, and write us a review. Today's selection concludes Surah 22, Al-Hajj, or the Pilgrimmage, verses 65 through 78. These verses drive home the omnipotence of God, to give you life and death, to cause you to come back to life for His judgment. And it is only Allah who can create life, even a creature like a fly, and choose messengers to spread His word. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Do you not see that Allah has subdued to you all that is in the earth and the ships that sail through the sea by His command? He is withholding the sky in a way that it cannot fall down on the earth without His permission. Surely Allah is very kind and merciful to mankind. He is the one who has given you life, will cause you to die, and then will bring you back to life again. Yet man is indeed very ungrateful. To every nation we have prescribed the rites of worship, which they observe. Therefore, let them not dispute with you concerning this matter. Keep calling them to the way of your Lord, for most surely you are rightly guided. If they argue with you, say, Allah knows best all that you do. Allah will judge between you on the day of resurrection concerning the matters in which you differ. Do you not know that Allah is aware of all that is in the heavens and the earth? Certainly all of this is recorded in a book, and it is very easy for Allah to do so. Yet they worship besides Allah those deities for which He has revealed no sanction, nor they themselves have any knowledge about them. Certainly the wrongdoers shall have no helper. When our revelations are recited to them with all their clarity, you can notice a denial on the faces of the unbelievers. They can barely restrain themselves from assaulting those who recite our revelations. Say to them, should I tell you something which is far worse than that? It is the fire of hell, which Allah has promised to those who reject the truth. What an evil abode it will be. O mankind, here is an example for your understanding, so listen to it carefully. Those deities whom you call besides Allah cannot create a single fly, even if they all combine their forces. Rather, if a fly snatches away anything from them, they cannot even get it back. How feeble-minded are the supplicants, and how powerless are those whom they supplicate. They do not render to Allah the homage due to Him. In fact, Allah is the one who is all-powerful, almighty. Allah chooses His messengers from among the angels and from among the human beings, for surely Allah is all-hearing, all-seeing. He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and to Allah shall all matters return for decision. O believers, bow down, prostrate yourselves, worship your Lord and do good deeds, so that you may attain salvation. Strive in the way of Allah as you ought to strive with sincerity and discipline. He has chosen you and has not laid upon you any hardship in the observance of your faith, the faith of your father, Abraham. He named you Muslims before in prior scriptures and in this Quran, so that His messenger may testify against you, and you yourselves may testify against the rest of mankind. Therefore, establish prayers, pay charity, and hold fast to Allah, who is your protector. What an excellent protector, and what a splendid supporter. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17, VERSES.com. Thank you, and be well.